Hello and welcome to Goa 365's Face to Face. Now we have seen a lot of rain before the monsoons hit us and now too. In fact, the rain before the monsoons has been almost continuous for a month, probably even more than a month. So today with us to explain all this, whether it's normal, it's an anomaly and how the monsoons are going to be, is IMD scientist Rahul M. Sir, welcome to our show.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting to me, sir.
Yeah. Mr. Rahul, now what I would like to ask you is that like we have been seeing a lot of unseasonal rain, lot of winds also, and some very heavy rain, plus we've also seen one cyclone, major cyclone. So could you explain to us about all these details, and especially in contrast with maybe what's happened in the past, whether it's normal, it's abnormal, details about all these unseasonal rains pre-monsoon?
Yeah, actually, this pre-monsoon season, which as per IMD's criteria, starts from the 1st of March and ends at May 31st. So that is the calendar season that we call as pre-monsoon. And the typical feature of that particular season is that Goa receives rainfall accompanied with lightning and thunder showers. Thunder showers are the main features of this particular season. And in this year, just like you mentioned, the entire season has been weather-wise very active. We have received good amount of rainfall, and at the end of the season, by around 17th and 16th, there was a severe cyclone that also passing very near to Goa's coastal lines. So in that way, yes, it was really an active season. And if we count the entire seasonal rainfall, state average rainfall, we can find that it was around 394 mm of rainfall. That is approximately 39.4 centimeters of rainfall it is.
Okay.
So just comparing with the normal value is only around 90 mm of rainfall, where we got 394 mm of rainfall. And the major contributor to this particular quantum of rainfall was the cyclone Taukte, which passed near Goa on 16th of May. So we recorded extremely heavy rainfall on that particular day. That means rainfall exceeding 20 centimeters. In fact, Panji reported around 23 centimeters of rainfall on that particular single day. So this immensely contributed to this seasonal total average rainfall. And if we just exclude that, if we just count the rainfall that was not from cyclone, the total stands at around 100 mm of rainfall. That means the major contributor, around 290 mm of contribution, was from the cyclone. And the other part, the remaining part, was near around normal. So if we exclude the cyclone part, yes, the season was just near average. But yes, compared to previous 3 or 4 years, this pre-monsoon season we got somewhat higher rainfall. There were years where we reported only 10 mm or 20 mm of rainfall. In that place, we got 394 mm. And still, the funny part is, it is not even the highest seasonal total till now. The seasonal total of pre-monsoon actually was way higher, around 620 mm.
That's almost
was in
double.
The year 2000.
That's almost double.
Almost double.
Yeah.
That was around 12 years ago, 13 years ago, in 2006 it was. So these are the actually amazing facts about the weather parameters. We might find on a single day that we got a too much of amount of rainfall, but again, if we compare it with the previous values, we will find that really it is too much high, or whether it's the normal feature of that particular season.
Okay, but 12 years back, was there a cyclone or something like that that also raised this?
No. Yeah, the curious thing about that particular year, 2006 it was, and the actual in 2006 it was 592 mm of rainfall, and much before that in 1961 there was 662 mm. Okay, so this year's rainfall actually stands at the third highest. First highest was in the year 1961, which was 662 mm. Then it was in 2006, which was 592 mm. Then it is now 394 mm. In 2006, what happened was the monsoon actually arrived over Goa quite early.
Okay.
The normal date of arrival over Goa is on 5th June, but in that particular year, monsoon arrived over Goa by around 28th itself. and we
Okay.
had these 3 or 4 days where continuously extremely heavy rainfall was being reported in 2008. So that added to this pre-monsoon cumulative rainfall amount and resulted in a huge quantity.
That's really like. So basically, what you're saying is, though a lot of people were surprised that no, it's been raining almost continuously from December, November, December, January. That basically this time, beside except for the monsoon, this time the rainfall, the pre-monsoon showers were pretty normal. That's what you're saying.
Except the cyclones, yes.
Yeah, if you remove the cyclone out.
Yeah, that comes around the normal value itself. Maybe turn
Okay.
up 15% higher, but that is not counted as significant.
Yeah, obviously. But maybe is it because for the past couple of years the rainfall was less percentage wise?
We take a span of 30 years data and then we calculate the normal value
Okay.
for that.
Okay.
So it includes data from even these days IMD is calculating rainfall normals using 50 years of data. So
I see.
that includes a huge amount of past data, and it's
Okay.
not that just because last year it was lower, the average got to a lower value.
Okay. Yeah. Now, moving on. Now the monsoon is in Goa. It was possibly was supposed to have been a little delayed, but it came on time. So, what can you tell us about the monsoon and like immediately in the present, and then up till the end, whether it's going to be normal, it's going to have troughs, and it's going to have lows and highs. And could you give us some details, sir?
Yes, southwest monsoon is the most active weather season for Goa, or maybe for the entire country as well. A lot of economy, jobs, so many of things are dependent on monsoon. So that is why it's so crucial. And in this year, IMD has given the long range forecast that it's going to be around 101 percentage. That means 101 percentage of its normal value. So we are expecting good monsoon for the country as a whole. And the region-wise forecast, as per IMD's criteria, Goa comes to the central India region, and this region is expected to have 106% rain. That
Okay.
is above normal. So we are expecting good monsoons this year. And regarding the arrival of monsoon over Goa, it was supposed to have onset over Kerala on 31st May, but there was some delay, and the actual conditions were set by 1st of June only. 3rd of June only. And then within 2 to 3 days, monsoon currents covered a lot of parts of the southern part of the country, and it's reached to Goa by around 5th of June itself, on its normal date of arrival itself. And at that time itself, we had forecasted that the onset has come. The arrival has taken place, but the activity may not be up to that high intensity. And by around 9th or 10th, it is going to pick up again. So that is exactly what has happened. There was a low pressure area that was supposed to form, and we are finding its after effects as increased rainfall activity in these coming days.
Up till when this is expected? Around 15th or so?
Yeah, the activity is actually going to continue. The system, that low pressure area that has formed, that is going to move over Chhattisgarh region. So when this comes to the land side, we are going to have strengthened monsoon activity or west coast also. And this activity, once it is strengthening the monsoon, the strong pulse may last even for a week. So we are expecting
Okay.
this, maybe the highest intensity will be in 13th and 14th or 15th. Those 3 days will be the highest activity.
Okay.
After that, it may slightly decrease, but the heavy rainfall conditions may persist up to 20th or 19th of June.
I see. For that means quite a almost this full month there will be like a pretty quite intense rains.
This particular strong spell may last even to 9 to 8, 9 to 10 days, starting from 10th yesterday, day before yesterday, and maybe up to around 20 we can expect some good rainfall. And out of that, 13, 14, 15 must be the highest activity.
And what about the winds? Will there be winds also? Will this rain, lightning, thunder, winds, or it's just going to be rain?
Typical monsoon will not have any severe thunder or lightning activity. But at the same time, when this monsoon currents are strong, the monsoon is active or vigorous across the coast, we can expect wind speeds of 30 to 40, sometimes gust up to 50 kilometers per hour. But regularly, we can say 30 to 40 kilometers per hour of wind speed is expected over the coast. And lightning, like I told, it's not expected to have during monsoon season. But sometimes what happens, an isolated thundershower cell or something may get embedded in this large cloud mass, and one or two places may get lightning or thunder. But again, it's not a regular phenomena for monsoon for Goa. Maybe northern part of the country, monsoon arrives and sustains with thunder shower activity, but not in Goa.
But this means the 30 to 40 kilometers per hour winds are quite stiff. They are not very they are pretty stiff, right? Or
Yeah, it's actually, if I just compare it with what we had during Taute, then we can say that is comparatively
Less,
less
yeah.
fast. I mean, stronger. In the sense we recorded winds of speed even up to around 150 kilometers per hour during
Oh.
Taute,
Wow,
and
wow,
that
yeah.
was sustaining winds of 60-65 knots. If we convert it into kmph, it's around 130 kilometers per hour.
130.
Approximately, roughly. And now we are expecting 30 to 40. Yes, but yes, this can have an impact. Like if we say the some households will be there which are at this weak or weak tiles, they have a chance of getting displaced. So all these possible impacts we had mentioned in our press release, and we are really publishing in our website also. So
Yes.
hopefully that will help the planners and people who are in the administration to take the necessary actions, and also for the public as well.
Yeah, actually, we are more concerned about the public because the public needs to know. What I wanted to know is that before we go back to the monsoons, like I wanted to know whether any more cyclones are predicted for this. Was I think last year there were 5, not exactly in Goa, but around any more cyclones predicted, which could have some extra rainfall activity in active this in Goa.
The thing is, during monsoon seasons, the cyclones rarely form. The wind
Okay.
patterns, upper atmosphere patterns, the different levels of conditions in atmosphere, all of them do not help the cyclonic systems to sustain.
Okay.
They won't form into a cyclone, but yes, circulations may be there, low pressure areas will be there, depressions will be there. They are going to pop up here and there now and then, like the one that has just
Right.
formed over Bay of Bengal. We
Okay.
typically call them monsoon depressions. So such
Okay.
systems may form sometimes over Arabian Sea also and enhance the rainfall activity.
But that will be basically just the rainfall activity, like normal, little extra. It will not, hopefully, it is not something like the cyclone Taute or whatever, right?
No. With regular observations or with past data, there is very less chance that cyclones will develop over Arabian
Per
Sea,
se.
particularly in monsoon season.
And especially like the one that we just saw, right?
That season is actually expected to have cyclones. The normal thumb rule is that for every 4 cyclones or every 3 cyclones formed in Bay of Bengal, 1 cyclone will be formed in Arabian Sea
Arabian
in
Sea.
any year. That is the approx thumb rule. But
Okay.
there has been years which totally violated this. An example was 2019 when this Arabian Sea had 5 or 6 cyclones.
Yes, that's it.
Much higher than its normal average value. So of course atmosphere is so dynamic and we cannot see it to always follow a pattern or go to the rules of humans.
Yeah, correct, absolutely. Yeah, Mr. Al, what I wanted to know is that now the rest of the monsoon, you said that we are going to get good rain and all that. So the rest of the monsoon, how is it going to be? Are they going to be dips and troughs? Are we going to get dry and then we are going to get rain, or is it going to be a sort of a steady thing, or are the dips and troughs going to be, the gaps are going to be big? Could you give us shed some light on this, if possible?
Yeah, monsoon. If we want to predict the intensity of monsoon, we should be knowing what all are the factors that are actually affecting monsoon. Monsoon, if we say the entire system is affected by other systems which are in other part of the globe. Like you must have been familiar with the terms El Nino, La Nina.
Yes.
So
yes,
these
yes.
are some terms which affect the Indian monsoon as well. Though they are the parameters mentioned in parameters taken from or measured over Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. These things also affect monsoon. Similarly, the monsoon has so much of dependencies on other systems. Like one typical example is something called Mascarene High, which is actually there in the southern hemisphere near to Madagascar. So this similar 4 or 5 systems which has to be at its optimum locations at optimum intensity for the monsoon current to be active over the subcontinent. So again, like I told, these systems will not sustain its intensity or location throughout the season. They vary. Accordingly, the monsoon intensity and distribution also vary. So there are some spells which we call as weak monsoon periods or periods of less active monsoons. So there are going to be such spells as well all along the monsoon period. But one thing that if we see the long-term data, what we can see for the country as well or for the subcontinent as well is that the high-intensity rainfall days are increasing. That means if there were increased rainfall activity previously for 10 days, now it is coming to 5 or 6 days, but with the double intensity.
Okay.
This is one thing that the administration or the disaster managers are troubled with. The huge quantum of rainfall in a short period of time. But for Goa, as of now, we are not finding any such situations. Goa, more than that, Goa is quite familiar with good monsoon, active monsoon periods. The topography, everything is matching. This is a fact that the increased rainfall days are increasing, and intensity and distribution of monsoon activity is going to definitely vary throughout the season. Now we have, like I told, an active spell is going on. There is going to be some drop in rainfall activity after that. Till the next pulse comes, we can find some fall in the rainfall activity, and then again with the next pulse, the activity will pick up.
So is it possibly a little off, slightly off topic, but is this possibly because of global warming or what factors or I don't know, pollution? What could be the possible factors that of this change, or is it still not studied and not nothing specific?
So the things I have told is not particular to Goa, and I don't know if particular for Goa that study has been conducted. But yes, it's a common thing that any change these days we are attributing it to climate change, global warming. There could be its impacts on this as well, but for a definite answer, one will have to carry out a detailed study on this.
No, it's not specifically Goa, because see, we cannot. Goa is such a small place; it cannot be our monsoon, and it's basically we are part of the whole subcontinent, continent, and so probably one place would affect some other place, possibly. I don't know.
Frankly speaking, these are not the changes that will happen in a single year or 2 years. These are all. We cannot find all of a sudden the entire pattern changing. This will take its own time. So the method that we have to adapt into these situations, that we have to start from the very beginning itself. Like if we just speak about the agricultural activity, yes, it is going to have a large impact on agriculture. So that's why Government of India is trying to have different schemes to assist farmers with the latest forecast, timely forecast, so that they can plan their agricultural activities accordingly. So there are so much of such activities being taken up, such as district agromet services. So all these are part of IMD and ICAR. So we are all coordinating with each other and trying to give the latest and accurate information to farmers, so that they also can adjust their patterns of agricultural activities and take a shield against these kind of variations that are taking place in weather.
So, but all this has to be given. That means basically all these inputs and all this research has to be done well in advance, right, Mr. Rahul?
Yeah. Yes. That is why that improvement you can see in the forecast as well. Now the level of confidence that public agriculture sector everybody has on IMD has quite improved. And
now, so that means for Goa, basically, would possibly in the next say 4-5 years or 10 years, would the pattern of agriculture change in Goa because of this monsoon, or no?
Yeah, that again I'll have to repeat that other word, like it's not going to be a quick change. It's all gradual processes going on. So now if we talk about the immediate changes, that will be like just take the example of pre-monsoon season. If there is some sowing activity to be done or some fertilizer that has to be applied, and we are expecting a spell of rain to come in 2 or 3 days, then if we pass them that information, they can accordingly plan when they have to do the cultivation, when they have to do the fertilizer application, so that they get the maximum result of what they are doing. So those are the kind of changes I was talking about. And the other the large scale patterns of cultivation and all, that I like I told that that's a long process that may take years for atmosphere to change as well as for farmers to adapt to it.
Yeah, in fact, I was just going back to the cyclone and pre. Now we have a lot of mangoes and all in Goa, but lot of the fruit bearing mangoes and all have been affected. So possibly farmers need to adapt a little bit about type of things they are going to grow. Is this correct, sir? Lot of
Yeah, that will be right. Like they will have to now get inputs from all the available sources, not just about the quality of seed, not just about the quality of fertilizer. They will have to be like in a way vigilant, like what is the weather that is going to be in the season of cultivation. And frankly speaking, that will be a section of agrometeorology and slightly different from what we are presently dealing with as
correct.
operational meteorology.
Yeah, absolutely. But basically, it's a very interesting because the whatever forecast that IMD gives and agriculture and even a lot of other for Goa especially, lot of other business activities also going to be directly connected with the weather, including our tourism and all that. Besides COVID, so it's
Yes.
yeah. So I think IMD is going to be a quite a important hub in at least I'm talking about Goa, at least a very important hub in business also, not just prediction for the government and for the people. I think I think your role, Mr. Rahul, in Goa, you and of course IMD would probably increase as time goes by and these vagrancies of the weather and the rains come, don't you think?
Exactly, and that is what we are also trying to do. We are trying to keep up with the demands and requirements of the public, different sectors of the public, and provide them the best information, the accurate information in the best possible time, with the most possible lead time, so that they can take decisions accordingly and many times take precautions against severe weather as well.
Yeah, because Mr. Rahul, I'm sure you're aware, but Goa the tourism is not only dependent on restaurants. I mean, it's also it's got a lot of events. It's got weddings. It's got beach weddings, which people do in many. And then suppose and that I think people will have to take into consideration the weather also now. No.
Yeah, we usually get a lot of calls in the particular from around December onwards up to late April. We get regular calls asking for us what is going to be the weather. We have a function planned outdoor, so what could be the possible weather for that event? We get a lot of calls and we try to help them the best possible way.
So you are trying to tell me that basically this has already happened, right? So a lot of this you all are already integrated.
Yeah, at least from last 2 to 3 years.
Integration in a way has already started with the weather, IMD, business, agriculture, which is
Yes.
which is very
with this digital age, every common man, every individual is proactive, highly proactive. They know where to search for data. They know how to use the data for their benefit. So it's a good thing. Public are becoming digitally more literate and they are making the best use of it. We are finding that this particular season, particular spell of 4 to 5 days, that is going to be somewhat intense over Goa for the coming 3 to 4 days. So on 13, 14 and 15, like I told, the activity is going to be the highest. So we are expecting some higher impact on those days. So the continuous rainfall activity may affect the regions too, which is vulnerable for localized flooding or localized landslides. So I would just request that public please be updated with the warnings and information that we are issuing, and also taking the precautions that these 3 days are going to have increased rainfall activity. So they take the necessary precaution. All the detailed information like the warnings, forecast, impacts as well are all available on IMD's website. And please be cautious about that and be informative with the latest set of input.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mr. Rahul, and thank you very much for coming on our show. Thank you, it was a pleasure, and keep watching Goa 365.